So first of all, welcome to everybody who's here on what is a very, very bright day for the Double E franchise. I want to thank everybody for coming. Not very often do you have the opportunity to be part of something that is just the right thing to do. Something that in this case I think has been overdue for a long time. Something that in this case rectifies something that was done which should not have been done, rectifies something which was done which was an injustice, and something that was done that wasn't done in the right way. I'm very, very thankful that Larry and Deb Thompson have given me the opportunity to be part of making this right. I'm very, very thankful to Dwayne and his family. There is no possible way that we can make up for what's happened. All we can do is move forward, and I promise you we are moving forward in the right way, and we're moving forward in a way that all of us can be proud of. And the way that I know that is because a lot of the things that I learned about the right way to do things, I learned from Dwayne when I first came here. So having him back in this family is a very, very important thing for us. The last few years have been very difficult here. We've lost a large sense of our history. By bringing Dwayne back, we don't just bring back an incredibly great person. We bring back the history of this franchise. We bring back the Edmonton Eskimo history. I don't know why, for one reason or another, over the last few years, the term Eskimos internally here in this organization has been stricken further and further from how we talk about ourselves. The Edmonton Eskimos, to be clear, for decades, were the exemplar of excellence in the CFL. The exemplar of excellence. When I came here in 1992 and was privileged enough to be welcomed into this locker room, there was nowhere else in this country that people wanted to be than here. Over the years, we've forgotten elements of our history. And with Dwayne coming back here, that will return. We are going to be proud of the Eskimo era of this franchise. We are done hiding in the shadows from something that really isn't something to be afraid of. 14 Grey Cup championships. The most incredible fan support. And I apologize to our fans for over the years somehow being villainized for being called the Eskimo fan base. I apologize for them for that having happened. Unprecedented community involvement. There's nowhere in the CFL where the players became more involved in their community than here in Edmonton as part of what was the Eskimo way of doing things. Along with Dwayne's return will come the return of several elements of the Eskimo culture. The sign, once an Eskimo, always an Eskimo, will be restored to its rightful place above the locker room where it has always belonged and where it was unceremoniously ripped down. On the field, the fire truck, which has historically been reassembled and restored, will have Eskimos on it as well. And internally, we will use the term Eskimos because we are proud of that part of our history as an organization, which stood for so many great things. That sign, once an Eskimo, always an Eskimo, when you walked in this locker room and you became part of something, wasn't just a sign. It was a brotherhood. It was a way of doing things. It was a sign that you were part of something bigger than yourselves, which made a difference not just on the field, but in the community. It was the indoctrination of being part of something great. We are proud of that history, and we are going to embrace it moving forward. To be very, very clear, we're not changing our name here. That's not what we're doing. We are honoring the past of this organization. We are honoring what was great. We are honoring the great people who were here. And a big first step of that is to have Dwayne Mandrusiak back in the building. It is my absolute honor and privilege to welcome him up here to the podium. Dwayne, welcome home.
Got to lower these a little bit. It's been 4 years since I've been in here, and it hasn't changed a lick. It just got better. It's where I grew up. It's where my boys grew up, and I watched them grow up into wonderful fathers and husbands. It's where we had a lot of success. And why did we have a lot of success? Because we honored like Chris said, we honored the name. I made sure A lot of guys didn't like what I was doing, but when I first started here with Mr. Norm Kimball wanted us to be the team that everybody wanted to be like. And teams were all, I know Calgary tried, Winnipeg tried. These guys were all trying to emulate what we did with the success that we had. We won 5 Grey Cups in a row when I was here. I won 11 Grey Cup rings. I went to 18 Grey Cups with the guys that were here. And it was just expected of us. The season would start and we were going to the Grey Cup. We were going to win the Grey Cup. We were going to do what it took to be there. And at the end of the day, we'd go to the Grey Cup, and the boys would say, we'd win. They'd get the $20,000 for winning back then, and it wasn't playoff money. It was mortgage money. More players stayed here. Half of our team stayed. We played hockey. We played basketball. We played volleyball. We played whatever you wanted us to play. But we were in the community, and we took a circle and put it on the map, and we would go anywhere inside that circle. It was because we knew that the fans were up north. They were down south. Wherever we had to go, we were ready to go. We're not promised anything in life. When I was let go, I always said to players never see it coming. I never saw it coming. I thought we were going in to talk about redoing our uniform. And when I was let go, I was sitting there, and they said that our human resources lady was going to sit in with the meeting. I went, oh, shit, I'm getting fired. And I got fired. And I had to do something. I had to find something to do. And I want to thank my good friend, Drew Shamorn at Elite Promo Marketing for bringing me on board. I worked there for the last 4 years, and I've had a great time. And he just has let me know that he just kind of held me there, waiting that he knew I'd be coming back someday. I'm very fortunate that my health, he helped me with my health. I've had Parkinson's now for 15 years. And I've been boxing for the last year and a half with Kenny LaCusta. So I found that my arms, my upper body's stronger. I can continue to do the work I want to do. I can continue to play with my incredible grandkids. And I'm healthy enough to come back here. This is someplace that I didn't think this was ever going to happen. And I hoped it would, and I'm very glad that it did. It's something that inside me left an empty feeling that I wasn't here. I had other teams, the equipment guys call me and wish me the best, and I think that I'm back where I should be. My wife, I drive her crazy. When I first got let go, she finally said, why don't you go out and do something? Because you're driving me nuts. And I worked 3 jobs. It was supposed to be my retirement, but I'm going to continue to help a couple of the other employers that have helped me. But my goal is to stay here and work here and make this a place that we have to be in. We have to, where we want to be in, where players want to stay here, where fans want to come back. I hated watching the last 4 years when the team was struggling, because I knew that nobody wants to struggle. Nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to go down the street and not have people tell them, can't wait to see you. I looked at the stands in the games, and it looked like we were playing in American teams when we played down in the South, or Montreal when they were ready to fold. And that's not the team that I grew up with. I'm big on tradition. I'm big on history. And I hope to bring that to the club, make this club work, make it better for us as far as people coming in. I'll be at games, and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be 69 years old. I don't want to work in the equipment room anymore. I've worked there, and it's not easy. It's not an easy job. But I'm amazed at some of the alumni here. I'm very proud to be part of your organization, and I look forward to many years here. Thank you very much.
I think Larry and Deb are going to come up just for a couple of words.
Thank you. For those of you that don't know us, I'm Larry Thompson. This is my wife, Debbie, and my better half, for sure. Anyways, Dwayne, we're just nudging you home, so this is where you belong, and this is where you always needed to be, and we lost you for a while, but we got you back now, okay? And I'm very proud to be able to say that we accomplished that. That's one good accomplishment, is we got you back today, okay? And thank you for that greatly. Anything, Debbie, you want to say?
Bring on the Grey Cup.
We met this guy, not like I known him for 50 years or nothing like that. Met him a few years back down in Phoenix, and yeah, we've been friends ever since. And he's told me more Dan Kepley stories than you can imagine. So as you know, who my favorite player is, Kepley. So, one of them, yeah, he's one of them for sure. So. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I can't top on what these guys have just said, so I might as well just park it right now. So, thanks, you guys have a great day and have fun. Thank you.
Okay, so just to clear up any questions on Dwayne's role moving forward. So he's going to be our a community liaison and historian for the club. So he'll be having meet and greets and tours with season ticket holders, prospective partners. He'll be the one that's sort of talking about the history and the legacy of our program when we're talking about people that we're trying to get to buy into what we do here. So it's a very meaningful role for us. It's a very important role for us, and it's a bridge to the history of this club, and also one that's going to extend something forward for us.